This tutorial video is designed to accompany the worksheet for lesson 40 of Learn Your Scales and Arpeggios for Saxophone, which presents all 12 dominant 7th arpeggios with guidance about fingerings. It is important that you follow all the instructions on the worksheet, as this video will not cover all that is required by itself. Up to this point, the dominant 7ths have been referred to by their key. For example, the one starting on G is the dominant 7th in the key of C. This is how you can normally expect to have them referred to when you're tested in an exam. Alternatively, they can be referred to by their chord symbol. The dominant 7th in the key of C is G7. From here on, this is how they will be labelled in this course. The root, 3rd and 5th of each arpeggio are generally fingered the same way as in the major arpeggio starting on that note, though this will not be the case in B flat 7, where you may choose to use the bis key fingering for B flat. Don't attempt to use the bottom B flat key for A flat in this dominant 7th, as this will distort your tuning of bottom D unacceptably. Here is B flat 7, here's B7, C7, C sharp 7 or D flat 7, D7, E flat 7, E7, F7, in which you will probably want to use the same fingering for top F as in the F scales, F sharp 7, G7, A flat 7, and A7. The 12 dominant 7ths are listed separately in practice plan 40, but when you have completed it, you should include each dominant 7th in the sequence that has the same starting note. In other words, for example, include G7 in the G sequence, not the C sequence. You should refer to the fingering guidance in lesson 40 as necessary, but you should try to practice everything from memory as soon as possible.